Did you know that over 80% of online students drop out your course before finishing your course? It happens to all of us, and I can imagine that you feel frustrated by the wasted time and resources when your students don't complete your courses. In this video, I'll show you how you can reduce these dropout rates by 30, 40, 50%. I know, you spent hours, countless hours creating and optimizing your videos, your workbooks, your assessments, and you know your content is top notch, but still your students aren't engaging fully. And when your students drop out, they don't purchase other courses from you, and ultimately your revenue will drop. We always say the more they learn, the more you earn. But most of the time, with most courses, they learn less. And that means that you will earn less. Let's reverse these dropout rates and let's increase your income. Every student learns differently. Some need a structured step-by-step approach, while others prefer to skip ahead and just jump to the next section. And most online courses fail to address these individual needs. They don't have specific paths for students, and your students feel unheard, or they don't know what to do next, they feel unchallenged and they quit. And this lack of personalization drops their motivation to continue. Imagine if you could present lessons that perfectly fits with each student's level, their expertise and their specific needs. It would be like a binge watch worthy Netflix series where students can't wait to see what's come next because the content they are looking at is just the content they were looking specifically for at this moment. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this tailored experience using our Gamify Pro template for Kajabi and how you can do this without any extra costs. I'm Bastiaan the Koning from Jiffy Course Online. I'm a Kajabi course template creator. I program for Kajabi, and our course templates like Gamify Lite are used by thousands of Kajabi heroes. If you don't have Kajabi yet, Kajabi is an online learning platform for your e-learnings, but also your website, your marketing, and your payments. It's all in one. It's just one platform you need to create your online business. And I'm using Kajabi for 10 years now. And currently, I love to work with the team of Kajabi to make it better, to create new tools and new items. And that's what we did with our learning pass for Gamify Pro, a template for Kajabi. If you don't have Kajabi yet, you can try out Kajabi 30 days for free using the link below. We are giving away our best-selling template, Gamify Pro. You get it for free if you start with Kajabi using our link. And with Gamify Pro, you can immediately implement the tricks and tips I give you in this video to create more engagement in your courses, to get your students to learn more and get you to earn more. Before we dive into the course template and I take you to my Kajabi admin site, I like to tell you a metaphor that makes it perfectly clear what you need to do to create those engaging courses for every student. And I like to walk through the dunes of the Netherlands. The dunes is part next to the coast with all sand and vegetation. And maybe you like to walk through the forest or through a national park. And that's where I want to take you. When you are in this nature area, like the dunes along the coast of the Netherlands, there are paths for people who ride horses. There are paths for people who like to bicycle. I'm a walker, so there are many walking paths, and some of these paths go to the coast. Some paths are created for families so they can find the playgrounds for their children. And we like to follow a path to do bird spotting. And this is how you can look at your course. Your course content is there. It's complete. It gives the opportunity to do everything for all those people. But all those people want to follow their own path. You want to create those engaging paths, like an onboarding path. An onboarding path is a path everybody must follow before they can come to you with questions. But maybe some people already did this and they want to skip this path. And they want to have the fast track. They just want to know specific topics in your course. Or if you're from membership, they want to know everything about a specific topic like nutrition. Or maybe they want to have a deep dive in some specific topic. All those paths can be created with Gamify Pro and Gamiflix, both templates we have for Kajabi. Let me take you into the Kajabi course creation site. Here we are in my Gamify Pro template, and this is a course template, and this template will showcase all the lessons you have created for your students. And here we have a course named Gamify Pro about the Kajabi template. It's just a demo course. You can change everything in this template, change all the colors. You can add badges on top. You can create coach calls, specific coach calls with you, and show this booking area just when they are at some spot. For example, after they have seen your onboarding videos. You have a section here where you can add content, show, hide content. It's very flexible. And here we have a section called Learning Path. And I colored the background green so it's a little bit more clear that we're talking about this section. And on the left side you can change everything, for example, the Gamify Learning Path. What you can see is that we have one learning path active here, and it's this learning path. And you can add multiple learning paths. But first, when we talk about what a learning path is, I want to take you back to that forest, to the nature, to the dune area where there are all kinds of different paths. When you want to walk such a path, you can just follow the footsteps, but there are signs. Maybe the path is colored with the green arrows or the red arrows, and you need to follow the red arrows to know that you will just walk 3 miles or 10 miles, or can do the bird spotting, or can find a lake. Every path has a color, and this is what we're going to do inside our course. Every course has an outline, and your outline are the modules and the lessons that are in your course. So this is the outline for my demo course, and you see we have all kinds of lessons, and some are published, some are draft. With this course we use a lot of Netflix images. Sure, you can change the images, you can change all the titles, it's just for demo. So we take a few lessons and we're going to add those color signs to those lessons, and we do it with hashtags. For example, we can add a hashtag DreamPath or a hashtag fast track, and in another lesson I can add just the hashtag fast track because I want this lesson to be in my fast track learning path. Another lesson, it has just the hashtag onboarding because I want this video to be part of my onboarding sequence. And let me just show one more. Here we have in this lesson onboarding and fast track, and you can just add hashtags. You can use any name and people know what hashtags are. They understand, oh, this is part of some collection. So when I go back to our course template, we have the learning path here, and I've selected all the lessons that have the hashtag onboarding. When I change this hashtag to fast track, the lessons will change and you will see only the lessons that are in the fast track learning path. Sure, you can style everything. I have 3 lessons on a row with text and images. If you want, you can hide the text and description and just use the images, or you can change the background color, or you can show 2 posts on a row or make a post listing. Everything is possible with this template. Change colors, what you like. So I have this learning path now, and I need to give it to a specific group of people. I can select any offer I already have. Well, not for the unsubscribed people. For example, I will choose the demo access group. Everybody that has access to my offer demo access group will see this path. Everybody that doesn't have access to this demo access group will not see this learning path. So it's immediately specific for this group of people. Another option what you can do is that as long as one of the learning paths is active, like here, people cannot see the syllabus. They cannot see the other lessons. If I deselect this option, you will see that below this learning path are the modules. These are the 4 modules we also saw in our outline here. These are the 4 outline modules, and these are the modules in my course. But when they are in some kind of path, maybe I don't want them to see the other lessons, so I can hide this area. Now it's gone. This is just the bottom section. You can change or delete if you don't need it. Now we have chosen which offer we want to give to people. The question is, how do people get this offer? And there are multiple ways in Kajabi to do this. The first one is when they purchase your course, you can immediately grant them also the offer for this learning path. And this is very useful if you are using an onboarding learning path. Everybody that gets in your course must see the onboarding first. And with the last lesson, you add an automation and say, hey, now you have seen this lesson, revoke this offer, and they don't see this onboarding learning path anymore. And then they can see the other content, or maybe they can see a new learning path. What you also can do is you can add a form and segment your contacts. So only people who have filled in some kind of answers in your form will see a specific learning path. For example, if they say they are advanced, you can give them the fast track learning path. Or if they are interested in some specific topic, you can show that specific topic learning path. You can do this with forms and automations in Kajabi very easily. And I've added a form on this page. What I wanted to do is give you the option to change those settings and to change the specific needs from your students inside your course template. Kajabi forms are normally placed on a website template or a landing page template, but with Gamify Pro and Gamiflix, you can also embed this form in your course. So now we have a form here, and let me go take you to the preview. This is the preview mode for this template. And as we are in admin mode, we haven't earned any badges yet. There's also no learning path connected to my admin mode. But what you do see is the form here. And you can ask, hey, which path do you like to follow? And people can choose, they want to follow the onboarding or the fast track or the slow and easy path, or maybe a do it for me path where you can connect them with your service providers. Can be anything, or your coaches or your team members. They can select one and submit this form. The name and email is already connected to the form. The form is filled in, and when they come back to your course, they will see the specific learning path. Now, as we have only a learning path for fast track added, we can also, let me create a new learning path and call it onboarding. Write something about welcome to the first section. And we want to add all the lessons that are called onboarding in this learning path. So now we have 2 learning paths. The first one, your learning path, this one was called fast track, as my hashtag was also called fast track. And this one is called onboarding. You can change them in following. So now onboarding is on top, and this is the next one. You see them both because we're in admin mode, and you can show or hide a specific path in admin mode. With the form, you can select which path they want to see. So it's very easy to show them just what they really like to see. It's easy as that. If you want to try the learning path yourself with Gamify Pro, and you don't have Kajabi yet, you can start Kajabi, Try Kajabi 30 days for free. It will cost you nothing during these days. And you will get immediately our Gamify Pro template. You can try it yourself and implement a learning path. See how easy it is to work with. Just follow the link below so we can track your sign up, and you will get an email from Kajabi saying, hey, welcome to our Jiffy community. Here you can claim your Gamify Pro template. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to check my other videos about Kajabi.